Hello YouTube, it's your boy B3 back to another kicking graphic novel review. Today, I know, okay, so last time I said we would probably do Superwoman or Batgirl and the Birds of Prey next. And I meant it. But I also decided, hey, let's just take a breath from DC for just half a second and do a Boom Studios book. You guys know I really like Boom Studios. I think they do good work. I love their Power Ranger run. I liked their Kong Skull Island run quite a lot. I thought it was one of the best Kong stories ever. Not that there are that many Kong stories, but... today's review is Kong on the Planet of the Apes. The Planet of the Apes King Kong crossover. I'm going to read you the back of the book real quick. Following the events of the original Planet of the Apes 1968 film, Dr. Zaius and General Ursus lead a small group of soldiers to a forbidden zone to destroy any remaining evidence of Taylor's time amongst them. To their surprise, they discover a Kong! Now they must venture to Skull Island with Cornelius and Zira to discover the truth, but they may not survive the deadliest journey of their lives. From the writer, Ryan Ferrier, and critically acclaimed artist Carlo Mango, who I'm a big fan of, by the way, comes the ultimate simian showdown of Kong versus Ape. And Carlos Mango, actually, the reason I'm a big fan of him is because he drew Kong of Skull Island, which I've reviewed all 3 volumes of, by the way. And he also does their regular Planet of the Apes title, I believe. So yeah, Kong versus Ape, even though they are all apes. So, this wasn't a bad book. It wasn't the most exciting book in the world, but not bad by any means. No. It's a good book. And I got it cheap, so that makes me happy. I got it on Kindle. So Kong, I mostly bought it for Kong. I'm a big Planet of the Apes fan, don't get me wrong. I absolutely love Planet of the Apes. But if you want to read this, you don't need to be balls deep in either lore. You need to know the first Planet of the Apes film and the first King Kong movie. And you'll be fine. So you really just need the absolute basics of each franchise to understand this. However, the Kong that is in this is supposed to be like the Kong from their Kong comic, Kong of Skull Island. But you don't need to read Kong of Skull Island to understand it. The culture of the natives will make more sense if you do. But other than that, I mean, whatever. But if you are interested in that, and once again, don't want to read it or don't have time, I did review all 3 volumes of Kong of Skull Island already. The whole series. I've reviewed it, so yeah. But let's get to the story. So they go to destroy all evidence of Taylor because the apes in power don't want normal citizen apes to know that humans were once intelligent, because they don't want to give humans rights or anything, because humans have kind of devolved mentally a little bit in regular Planet of the Apes. And they go to do that, and they find a Kong washed up on the beach. Queen Kong, actually. Not from the Queen Kong movie, which I will be doing a review of on by B3 Productions channel, but the Queen of the Kongs from the island. Apparently on the island there were 2 Kongs left, a queen and a king, and this is the queen who died on Skull Island and washed up ashore. They have everyone's favorite apes, Cornelius and Zira, dissect the Kong. Lots of apes think Kong is some kind of god. Lots of them think he's like a missing link or what they are destined to evolve into. So they mount an expedition to Skull Island, fight a bunch of quote-unquote dinosaurs. The monsters on Skull Island look like dinosaurs, but they aren't quite dinosaurs. That's one of the things I liked about the Kong of Skull Island book, was that it made more scientific sense than Kong has ever made. Because they look like dinosaurs, and there are lots of dinosaur-like creatures, but they've obviously evolved since they were dinosaurs. They're obviously different creatures. Now, in this book, that's not as true. Like, there are some pterosaurs that are just like, those are pterosaurs, but this is also not in continuity with that Kong. It's like an alternate dimension, sort of, an Elseworlds of sorts. So they go there. They find the last Kong. They find this tribe of humans, and the tribe of humans, they kind of make the gorillas go back to their ship and stuff, because the gorillas are being all violent and stuff, but they let the scientist apes and stuff hang out and chill. And Kong is, like, really comfortable around the Planet of the Apes people. He feels a kinship to them. They're the only other apes on the island that aren't humans. By the way, Planet of the Apes doesn't make much sense, simply because humans are apes. No one ever thinks about that. Humans are apes. Remember that. But, so, the gorilla general, who's always been a jackass, and whose name I can't remember. Is it Ursus? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's General Ursus. He sees the Kong living together, and Dr. Zaius sees this too. He don't like it either. The Kong living in perfect harmony and balance with this human tribe, and they are not cool with it. So these motherfuckers, well, General Ursus, not the rest of them. General Ursus packs up Kong and a few of the raptor-like creatures, takes them back to the ape city. Okay. Now Kong is their hostage, basically. But he watched the tribe he loves being attacked. He was taken from his home. He's surrounded by these other apes. So he's kind of become a pussy. Kong's kind of just lost his spirit. But then all this other stuff happens. Dr. Zaius tells the council that Kong was ruling over the humans there because he wants to justify ape rule over humans and stuff and try to quell protests and etc. because they have a bit of a fascist state there. But then the raptor things get loose. You know, they start trying to attack humans. Kong doesn't get mad when he sees the raptors attacking the apes, but he does get mad when he sees the raptors attacking the humans because they also brought one of the storytellers from the island, or the storyteller apprentice, and she called out to Kong to help her. And eventually, she and Kong do both get killed, and then Kong is covered up just like Taylor was. Of course, I'm pretty sure it's going to be hard for lots of these people to forget Kong attacking the city of the apes, but whatever. So I do like the book. There's lots of good political stuff in this book. This is mostly a political book, actually. Not much of an action book. It's more of a political book. It's not about real-world politics. It's not like I don't think it's a commentary on real-world politics at all. But it does address lots of the politics in the Planet of the Apes universe. And I think that's pretty cool. I don't know why every Planet of the Apes crossover I read takes place right after the original movie ends. The Green Lantern one we reviewed before also takes place right after that. I guess it's because everyone's seen the original one and they just want to make sure everyone understands it or whatever. But I think, you know what I think would have been cool in this book that they didn't do, that I think I would have done if I was in charge of the story for it? Not that I'm some fancy writer or anything, but I would have made Kong intelligent. I would have made Kong more intelligent. I would have given him the ability to speak. Alright, I know this is very un-Kong, and to be honest, the Marion C. Cooper family might not have allowed that to take place. They might be protective of Kong's rights, but the Marion C. Cooper family does really like the Kong on Skull Island run. They approved it as Kong's official origin. Marion C. Cooper is the creator of King Kong, by the way. I think Kong should have been intelligent. Not as intelligent as the Planet of the Apes, however, but more like caveman intelligent, like me Kong, you know, kind of Tarzan talking kind of Kong. And then maybe fought alongside the humans to help free them from the apes, and then it would help the apes bring more respect to the humans because they see this godlike ape taking the human side, and they're like, hey, maybe humans aren't so bad after all. I think that would have been a cool story. But, oh, excuse me. But, yeah, it didn't go that way. It was just regular old Kong. Whatever. Not a bad book, though. I got it real cheap. Not as cheap as I got the Green Lantern one. The Green Lantern Planet of the Apes crossover was $1.99, which was crazy. But, not a bad book. Not a bad book at all. I really enjoyed it. So, that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out the cool links in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, etc. Next time, we will be reviewing The Man of Steel 2018. That's next time's book. So I'll see you all then. Peace out.